Hey guys, today I am going to be talking about my hair. There have been some changes along the way and there are more changes to come. And so I just wanted to talk about it in general. If you have been with me for a long time, then you know that the color specifically of my hair has changed so much throughout the years. It varied a little bit years ago, but then a few months back it took a big change. And if you look at my older videos and then you look at me now, if you're a fairly new subscriber, just go back and randomly click on any video from a long time ago. And I used to dye my hair so blonde. It wasn't like a platinum blonde because it wasn't like, well, yeah, I guess it was. It was sort of a platinum blonde. It was a light, crazy light blonde. And at the time, I liked it and I enjoyed it. And I didn't really think too much about it because I had been doing that for a while. And then all of a sudden I wanted to change and I went darker. And I look at this darker color now and I like myself better with the darker hair. But there is a problem with that. But before I talk about that, let me just show you what I have been using since I went darker. First, I went with a semi-permanent color, and I don't even remember now like what brand or what color that was, but I started off kind of doing it gradually and then ended up, I think, going back to what I was doing before, and then this last time just went dark and stayed dark. I started off with this. This is Schwarzkopf Color Ultime number 70 Dark Blonde. Now, as you can see, this is not dark blonde. So this was kind of like an accident because I thought I was going to be getting this color, and I don't know, my hair just reacted to this like crazy. I had always used L'Oreal and Garnier primarily, so I had never used Schwarzkopf before, and for whatever reason my hair really absorbed this particular dye like crazy. So, by the way, this is the company they developed this line with Claudia Schiffer. So once I did it dark, I was like, oh my God, this is so much darker than what I wanted. And then I started looking at myself and I thought, you know, I kind of like this. It's very different than what I had before, that's for sure. But I started realizing that it made it easier for me to play with makeup. Because when you have light hair, you're so limited to what you can do for makeup and have it look good. Whereas when your hair is darker, I feel like you just have way more options. The only thing that I needed to adjust was my clothes. There were certain colors that I used to wear all the time before, and now I put them on and it's like, eesh. I don't look good in those colors anymore since my hair has gotten darker. So I've had to adjust to that, but that's fine because I was never really in love with the colors that look good on me when I had blonde hair anyway. And then there are some colors that seem to look good on me whether I have light hair or dark hair. It just depends. So anyways, this is what I have been using, and I think I used this 2 months in a row. I normally would color my hair every 4 to 6 weeks. Since I've gone darker, it's been more like 4 weeks rather than 6, which again, I'll explain why in a second. But so I think that I bought another box of this first, then I bought this one. These are just empty boxes. Then I went to the store one day and it said new, and I was like, oh no, because I don't, you know, if I find something that I like, I don't want to change it. So I was like, oh no, what are they changing about it? So if you look at these pictures, it's a different model, but the color looks exactly the same. So I thought, well, what did they change they changed the formula. Honestly, I didn't notice any difference at all. To me, the formula was exactly the same. So, still number 70 dark blonde, whatever. So, some time went by and I started to notice some things. Somebody left a comment. Well, this is going to sound like it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but trust me, it will. Somebody left a comment one time, and I just thought it was a hate comment when I read it, but I thought about it, and all of a sudden it was like a light bulb going off in my head today. I knew what they meant. They left a comment saying, "Why is your part so wide? Are you losing your hair?" I was like, what? What are they talking about? Well, I realize now what it is that they were saying or thought they were saying. I'm gonna look at my part. Okay. It looks huge, doesn't it? It isn't. You know what that is that you're looking at? That is my roots coming in. Because now that I dye my hair dark, when those roots come in, which are obviously white, used to be gray, now they're white, now the contrast is so drastic that it just looks horrible. Now, you might remember I did a video about a product called Gray Away. And it's just like a powder with a flip top cap, and it has a little sponge, and you just dab it on your hair to hide your new growth between colorings. It does work, and I don't really have any issues with it. I think it's a good product. It's just, I don't know. I think it's psychosomatic, but it makes me feel like my hair is dirty when I put that on. I don't know why, because it really isn't. It's just a powder. But I just don't like knowing that it's in there or the feel of it. I don't know. It's so stupid because it does the job. It does it well. It washes out. It doesn't do anything bad to my hair. But I don't know. It just makes my hair feel dirty, and I don't like that feeling. So I bought some other products. Let me go grab them. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. This is EverPro Gray Away Root Touch-Up Magnetic Powder. This works great, but I don't know, it just makes me feel like my hair is dirty, and if I touch my hair, it feels funny. I don't know. It's a great product, but I think it's in my head that makes me feel dirty when I have it on. So then I had come across this one day. And this is Batiste Dry Shampoo, but it's for beautiful brunettes. This is awesome and does the job. If my hair is dirty, I can spray some of this in there. I can concentrate a little bit of it on my part, and it blends beautiful, and it covers it up for the most part, not completely, but it covers it up quite a bit. And so this is great, but only if my hair is dirty. If my hair is clean, like I washed my hair today, I don't want to put dry shampoo in my clean hair. You know, that could make it dry. So that's not a solution. This is a solution when it's dirty, but not when it's clean. And then I bought this one day, and this was expensive. L'Oreal Magic Root Cover-Up Temporary Gray Concealer Spray, and I bought the shade Light Brown. First of all, this was very difficult to find. It was hidden, like at the store. Somebody had taken whatever they had of it and just shoved it in the back. But when I finally did find it, I tried it out, and this doesn't blend well. And when you spray it, it goes all over the place. Let me show you here's the applicator. Okay. You would think that this would spray fantastic because of that applicator. But it goes all over the place. It makes a big mess. You can't blend it. Once you spray it in a certain section, you can't blend it in with the rest of your hair. You can tell where you put it. I don't know, maybe I would think light brown would be the right shade for me based on, what my hair color looks like right now, but maybe I could try it in a different color, but I don't know. It doesn't blend well. I wouldn't recommend this, especially since it's expensive. So I've tried all these different things, and I said to myself, do I really want to deal with this issue on a daily basis of, having my part show up, and then if you look underneath, you can see all the white in there. The reason why this is happening to me is not just because of the dark contrast between the white and the brown, but it is because my hair grows crazy fast. I think it's something in my diet. I think it's because I eat eggs for breakfast every day. No judgments, please, or talks about cholesterol. But yeah, I think that it's the eggs, but my hair grows so fast, which some aspects of that are really nice, because then I can have my hair trimmed or cut as often as I want, and I don't have to worry about having remorse about getting it cut too much or whatever. And then, it's always being cut, so there's no dead ends or anything because it's constantly being cut. And so, yeah, but the downside to that is I can't wait the 4 to 6 weeks to color my hair because it starts to look so bad. Like, this is 2 weeks worth of growth right here. 2 weeks. And, this is, you can't really tell by looking at it, but I have like a normal part. It's just that this is all new growth right here. That white stripe, basically. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to go back to dyeing my hair light again. And I really didn't want to. But I said to myself, before when I dyed my hair light, the white roots blended so much better with the light blonde, so you really couldn't see where one ended and the other began when my roots started to come in. I could go like 2-3 months without coloring my hair and you wouldn't even be able to see the roots. That was great. But I don't want my hair light blonde again, and I don't want to go a few steps lighter because it's just not what I want. I like having darker hair. I'm enjoying this. So my solution to this problem is, instead of coloring my hair every 4 to 6 weeks, although lately it's been 4 weeks on the dot, I'm counting the days on the calendar. Instead of coloring my hair with permanent hair dye every 4 weeks, what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to color my hair every 2 weeks, which is when it really starts to show up, with semi-permanent hair color. And there's no ammonia in semi-permanent hair color. So that's good, right? Now I won't have the ammonia exposure. And the thing with semi-permanent hair color is, though, you can't go lighter. You can only, because it's temporary color, it's like coating your hair. It isn't changing it isn't really changing the color, except for it could make it darker, whatever. So I looked at the store to try to find something kind of similar to this, but then I thought, no, because this is not really the color of this. I want it to be this color, not this color, because I like it darker, for now anyway. So I went all through the semi-permanent boxes of brands, colors, everything. This was the closest I could find to what my hair is right at this moment. This is Revlon Color Silk Light Ash Brown. Now I know that's not exact, but pretty close, pretty close. So this is what I decided I'm going to do. Now, if this goes darker, like this did, I am so screwed. Because you can't color your hair with temporary hair color and have it lighten your hair, like I just said. So basically, I could end up with my hair a lot darker than I want it to be. So hopefully that won't happen. I'm hoping that this will just basically keep it in the same realm that it is now. But yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. And the only other thing I want to mention is it's gotten really cold outside. I mean, we're almost into winter, and no matter what you keep the heat on in your house, well, unless you put the thermostat up really high, but most people can't afford to do that. They try to keep it a little lower than normal room temperature in the wintertime to save money on oil. So I've had to go back to blow drying my hair. And if you know me and you know my videos, then I always prided myself on the fact that I had stopped using all heat styling to make my hair healthier. It's just not practical because, you know, sometimes I have to wash my hair and then I have to go out, and I can't go out in weather that's like 20 degrees outside and have my hair soaking wet. And even if I stay in the house, it's a little cool in the house, and I don't, you know, it just makes you so cold when your hair is wet and it's cold in the house. Okay, so I said, all right, I'm going to need some heat protectant spray. What happened to all the heat protectant sprays? I went to the store to get some, and there was only one that I could see on the shelf, which, don't get me wrong, I have been enjoying this, and I think this does a great job, but I got the Tresemme Heat Tamer leave-in spray. First of all, I love the design of the bottle because it has this button, and once you press the button, it won't spill or leak if you knock this over on your bathroom counter or knock it off onto the floor. It isn't going to leak. You could probably put this in a suitcase even and have it not leak if it fell over. So that's a really nice feature. And when you spray it, the mist of the spray is fantastic, and it really does protect your hair really well. I've been really impressed with this. I've used it before, but it was so many years ago that I didn't really remember whether I liked it or not. So been really enjoying this, doing a good job protecting my hair from frizz and damage and everything. And then for a dryer, I use this funny looking monster, huh? This is a Conair dryer. And what makes it a little interesting is this thing here, this piece, is a diffuser. And then it has these rods that come out so that you can put it on your hair and, you know, move it around a little bit if you want to really get in there. But the thing with diffusers is you don't have that big blast of heat going directly on your hair and maybe damaging it. So this gives you a more diffused heat, and so it's less damaging. And I don't even know what model this is or anything, but I just figured I would mention it just to, I don't know, show you what I use for a hairdryer. I've had that thing for a long, long time, and it's lasted. They make pretty good dryers, Conair. So that's where I'm at with my hair. So I'm not going to last the 4 weeks to color it again because this is driving me crazy. I can't stand having that big white streak down my part. And plus, you know, if I move my hair around, you can see that it's not this isn't just the only part that's growing. It's growing all over my head. So all underneath is all white. So fingers crossed this works out, because this was the only thing I could find that was even in the ballpark of what I have now. So hopefully that works out good. I think I've used the Revlon semi-permanent color before, and I think I liked it. I vaguely remember. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So if this works out, then I can use this every 2 weeks, and then I don't have to deal with the roots, because last month when I got to that 1 month period, oh my God, it was just driving me so crazy. That's when I was buying, you know, this and I was using this and just trying to cover it up and have it not be so obvious. So if the person that left that comment that day is still out there, no, I am not losing my hair. This is not, my part is not wide, it's new growth. But no, I'm definitely not losing my hair. My hair is so thick. I have so much of it that I'm definitely not losing it. So that is my hair talk video, you guys. If anybody has any comments about anything that I talked about, leave them down below. If you like this very super casual style video about hair, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already and you came across this video just randomly, then stick around and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.